So basically, going into the Broner fight, as a challenger, got paid more than me. I got good money, but Broner got paid more than me as the challenger. And then he also got the decision. That, you know, and the worst part of all that, I guess they felt like they just had a bad style matchup with me. They didn't want to give me a rematch. They wanted to continue the climb, and they just figured like, that must have just been a bad style matchup. Let's not do the rematch. We'll go to Maidana, who's falling over himself all the time, and Broner will beat him. You know, but you're fighting a monster puncher at a higher weight. You still, now Broner's at welterweight, and he's not a real welterweight, you know? So the whole thing about me and Broner, we matched up so well because I was not a big puncher at welterweight, and I also was a naturally smaller person. You know?
It's crazy. I watched and complained that you won and still picked Broner to beat Maidana with everything in me.
Yeah, well,
with my whole soul.
Well, because stylistically, everybody just thought, you know, Maidana's gonna fall over himself, and
it was the Josecito Lopez fight for me. He was losing every round, and then he just came back and knocked out Josecito Lopez.
Yeah.
So
timing is everything. Yeah, of course.
I'm like, well, maybe Broner won't get knocked out because he's gonna just.
Yeah. Well, Broner does have a good chin. Broner reminds me of a little bit of Camacho, where when he's gonna get knocked out, he'll just kind of fold up, not fold up, but clam up a little bit and just hold and not throw a lot of punches. Camacho used to do that a lot. You know, he used to know how to get through the rounds and navigate the rounds as a vet. You know, Broner's kind of has that vet savviness to not get knocked out.
That was an unfortunate fight for him because I feel like that was his best performance.
For him, for me.
Well,
for Broner. I mean, because
for Broner fighting Maidana.
Once you lose the Maidana fight, for me, all has been lost for the rematch, and all has been lost for a possible trilogy because you need the title in the mix to make it so big. And now the title's been lost. Granted, if you would have beat Maidana, they were just going to put him in Mayweather anyway. But losing the title to Maidana, now even if you fight Broner, there's no title in the mix. A trilogy with a world championship, a major world title. This is this was the premier version of the WBA title. At the time, it only became super if you unified it, which it wound up becoming super once Mayweather unified it with his WBC title, took it from Maidana. But at the time, you're dealing with the premier version of the WBA title, not the WBA title that Gervonta Davis likes to win, the real one. You know, so I'm serious, bro. Like, everybody's a champion now. You know, and that's a good fighter, mind you. Not a knock on Gervonta, it's a knock on the belt. But I was like, oh man, that's it. You know, like you had the highest rated Showtime Championship boxing. You had the highest rated in 2013 was me versus Broner, the highest rated show. Wow. You had a built-in drama that still didn't stop after the fight if you really kind of think about it, right? So you could have just carried it right over. It was just,
real.
I mean,
the post-fight, your interview was epic.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
There was a lot of moments.
You know what's great, bro? I'll tell you. People can think what they want about that fight, and then, you know, the conclusions always get, you know, you can't change people's minds about, you know, with the girl and whether she was my girl or not. Listen, you can think what you want about that, but the thing was, when I look back on it, I'm like, man, that was the last fight where, like, he made it fun again. Broner made it fun for me again. Like, boxing hadn't been fun in a while. Like, I was angry for the Zinchenko fight. You know, the Kano win was like this controversy built around it. Boxing hadn't been fun in a while, man, and I got this young, flashy kid who's so witty, and he forces me to step up my wittiness game, you know, like nobody ever has, you know? And it's like, it became fun, bro. It became like, who can one-up each other with the trash talk. It it was obviously aggravating because I was dealing with a stalker, but it was also like, oh man, like when I look back on it, like, yo, that was fun. It hadn't been fun in a while. That was fun.
No, it would have
been so fun to do it again. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been, because it would have just carried over, and now he's the champion, and we would have had to do it again. And I would have probably got the rematch, the decision in the rematch, because, you know, they can't rob me twice in a row. At least I don't think. So we would have done it for a third time, and it would have carried over again. I mean, who knows, man? It would have just been crazy, man. It might have even spun off into a reality show.
Nah, it was an amazing build-up.
They dropped the ball. Me and Broner, they dropped the ball. You know?
It was an amazing build-up, though. It's like you say. It spilt over and it continued.
Yeah.
I was telling Pat when I met Pat, like, no, I got this Paulie malignaggi video. That shit, anytime he fucking talks, it gets hits. and it's because I titled it like Paulie verbally slaughters Adrian Bro. It doesn't stop getting hit.
Yeah,
your rant.
I mean, yo, those
on
press
him,
conferences were great, bro. Those
Yeah.
press conferences. When I look back, I'm like, yo, he made it fun for me.
But that was-
that's why I was cool with Broner. Even people were like, oh, how you cool with Broner? Because first of all, it wasn't my girl. If it was my girl, we wouldn't be able to be cool, of course. But second of all, besides that, he made it fun, bro. Nobody made it fun for me anymore. You know, Adrian made it fun for me, Mo. You know, and I feel like he made it fun for everybody to watch too.
He did.
Because Adrian was always witty, but nobody could give it to him like that. You know, like when we go back and forth with that witty trash talking. You know, like we were just a perfect foil.